WAN Animate just dropped, and it's by far the best character animation and replacement AI model on the market. Take a look at this video that I made.
Friends, listen, what you're seeing right now is crazy.
We are crossing a line in human history where the boundary between reality and fiction is vanishing.
And this is not a Hollywood billion-dollar high-production studio. This is open source. This is from your computer, a click of a button, and most people will not be able to even tell the difference now. So be safe out there, question what you see, verify what you believe, and follow who wants to stay ahead of the curve.
This is Sirio.
This is definitely better than Runway Act 2, better than ByteDance, and better than any other open source model. In this video, I'll show you WAN Animate's capabilities, the strength, how to optimize for best results, tips, where to use it, and how to install it for free on your machine. WAN Animate is an open source model from Alibaba that can animate any character based on a performance video. It precisely replicates the performance facial expressions and movements to generate highly realistic character videos, like Runway Act 2, but in my tests, it is better. We are familiar with the tech, however, WAN Animate does something no other model can do. It can replace characters in a video from one source image, preserving their expressions and movements, while also replacing the original lighting and color tone for seamless environmental integration.
Rick Sorkin? Excuse me, Mr. Sorkin, you are 5 minutes late. Is there a reason why I should let you in?
Look, I'm just trying to ditch the cops, okay? I don't really care if you let me in or not.
WAN Animate is built upon the WAN model and uses things like open pose, spatially aligned skeletons, and lighting LoRa's to produce the results that you see on the screen right now. It has two features. Number one is animate a character, meaning you have a source image that you want to bring to life, driven by a video that will direct the movement of this image, which we will refer to as Photo Animate. Very similar thing to what Runway Act 2 does. And we have number two, character replacement, where your source image is used to replace an existing character in a video. Now, before we explore those further, here's what WAN Animate is very good at. Expressive human animation. Fictional character animation.
Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose.
Dynamic motion and camera. Character replacement with seamless environmental integration.
What are you talking about? What? That's crazy.
Consistent lighting and color tone replication.
This is way better than Runway. What do you call that? Runway Act 2.
Here's a qualitative comparison between all the models that currently do the same thing. As you see, WAN Animate pretty much beats all of the other models when it comes to accuracy of the movement and expressions. I had early access to it, used it open source, and here are some more tests that I have done primarily with a character replacement functionality.
Look at how crazy this is. I can replace myself with a completely different character. I can talk to the camera. It lip syncs naturally. It looks so realistic. It tracks my movement.
The first use case we will explore is character replacement, my favorite. I'll get this video over here, and I want to replace myself with, let's say, Taylor Swift. This is the image of Taylor that I will be using. I'm going to head over to Enhancer, Tools, and click Animate. In here, make sure that you are selecting character replacement and drop in the video and the image of the character that you want to swap. You can select your resolution, 720p for this case, and I will also select the Pro mode for the highest quality videos. I'm going to hit Generate. There's no need for us to add any captions, and let it do its thing. Nice. Look at this. This is very good. The lip sync is great.
Look at how crazy this is. I can replace myself with a completely different character. I can talk to the camera. It lip syncs naturally. It looks so realistic. It tracks my movements. And there's no need for a first frame.
Also, as you can see, it has fully adapted the character to the light of the setting in the video. This is good. However, though, it has changed the clothing and the background, and I didn't really want that. Even though the results are impressive, I actually wanted Taylor Swift to be wearing the same thing that I'm wearing in the video. I just simply wanted a face swap, and that's what I was envisioning in my head, and everything else to be the same. But since there's no prompt section, I cannot really direct it to do that. So here's my little trick. I will get the first frame of this video as you are seeing on the screen, and I will bring this into Enhancor again, and I'll go to Tools, Image Editing, and under Models, I'm going to select Seedream 4. I'm going to upload our first frame, select the resolution here, that's 9:16, and in the prompt, I'm going to say, change the man to be Taylor Swift, and hit Generate. And boom! Here's Taylor instead of me. Nothing else has changed, right? This is context editing with Seedream 4, and since we're using Seedream 4, there are really no restrictions to what you can do or content moderation. So you can really prompt yourself to be anything or anyone. Steve Jobs, Einstein. This is crazy. I mean, is this good? I don't know. GPT-4 used to do this. I don't know if they still do it, like the character replacement or generating the likeness of popular figures. Anyways, this is an ethical question. But what I'm doing here is that I'm trying to show you what this tool can do, not necessarily telling you that you should be creating deepfakes. I'm just trying to break this thing and see if it actually lives to the hype. Great, so now we have our image. We're going to download it. We're going to head back to Animate. We're going to upload the original video, this one over here, and the newly edited source image. Take a look at it and hit enter. And this is what you get. This is quite crazy.
Look at how crazy this is. I can replace myself with a completely different character. I can talk to the camera. It lip syncs naturally. It looks so realistic. It tracks my movements. And there's no need for a first frame.
So it's keeping everything the same except the phase that we swap. That's why I really like this method of creating or using the first frame that's edited with context editing, either through Nano Banana, either through Seedream 4, because you can do this with almost anything. You can turn yourself into a monster. And another reason that I like this method is that it helps me with creating very accurate proportions. And the accuracy of the color makes it easier to get quality results, so that the model doesn't have to work as hard to kind of fix or adapt the lighting in the frame. There's no guessing, right? It's like, here's a frame, this is what I want it to look like now, just animate it. And here are a few more examples.
Look at how crazy this is. I can replace myself with a completely different character. I can talk to the camera. It lip syncs naturally. It looks so realistic.
I also wanted to try how it would behave if I recorded a close-up video, so here it is.
This is a lip syncing test with WAN Animate. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood? Now I'm speaking very fast to see if it's going to actually mimic my facial expressions. Hello. It's limited to 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. What do you guys think?
I think it did a pretty decent job. Again, better than anything that I've seen so far in the market. Now, it does not always work with images that might be too abstract. What do I mean by that? For example, let's say that I wanted to change myself into an octopus that is wearing a suit. This is the original image. So this is my video. So I want this character to be doing the same thing that I'm doing. And again, this is edited with Seedream 4, right? Now, when I run this through character replacement, this is what I get.
And you can find WAN Animate now inside Enhancor.
For some reason, it swaps the face to a random human. That's not what I'm looking for. And I also tried it with this image where I turned myself into a lizard. This is what I got.
And you can find WAN Animate now inside Enhancor.
So not ideal, but I've got a fix for it. This brings me to the next step, to Photo Animate, the second feature of WAN Animate. So instead of replacing the character in the video with the character in the picture, which in this case, when the character is not what the model is used to seeing, we will get weird results. We will instead use our video to drive the motion of the character that we initially wanted to replace. So we click Photo Animate, we drop in our image, this one over here, and we drop in our driving video and we hit Generate. Okay, all we have to do. And boom! This is what we get, and now it's working. Why? Because it's not actually replacing the character. It is simply using the motion from the video and transferring that to our character. Let's take a look at it one more time.
And you can find WAN Animate now inside Enhancor.
Nice, and here's where you can get creative and start animating really any image or character. So, still, the image needs to be well framed and the character needs to be visible. It might not give you the same lip movement as character replacement, but Photo Animate honestly does an amazing job regardless. You can use this feature to animate movies to create scenarios where the background is not the same, because when we are using character replacement, the only thing the model is doing is actually replacing the character. It's not changing the scene around you. So if you want to change the scene around you, you have to use Photo Animate, because it's taking all the information from the source image that you're giving and just driving the video from there. So here's what you need to know to get great results for either character replacement or Photo Animate. You need to make sure that your input video is 720 pixels. So either vertical or horizontal, your video should not exceed 2000 pixels in any direction. And what I usually do, make it extremely simple, is that I bring my videos to CapCut and I simply export them as 720p, like I'm doing right now that you're seeing on the screen. It's that's it. Like that's it. You don't have to pay for this thing. Just export it, save it on your computer, and then you upload it. Number 2, your face needs to be visible in the frame, and it should not be too far. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for the model to see what it's doing. I mean, it's going to work. It's just not going to be perfect. Number 3, so use Photo Animate if your source image is a fictional character that does not look close to a human, that it does not have eyes, it does not have a mouth, etc. This will do a better job. And here you have it, my friend. This is very simple. I don't want to keep going and rambling about what it can do, because you get it. Now it's your time to explore it. However, this is how you use WAN Animate online without the hassle of installing anything locally. Again, do Enhancer, Tools, Animate, and it's going to do it for you. Now, as I promised, I'll show you the backend of WAN Animate inside ComfyUI. I'm currently using and running it on Runopod on an RTX 6000 Pro. I have attached an installation guide, plus all the shell scripts for you to get started for free in the link in bio. This is what the document looks like, so feel free to grab it now, read it, and install it. And this is what the interface looks like inside ComfyUI. Here's the entire workflow with all the notes, and this is our final output. Let me just walk you through this. So we have the size of the image here. The smaller the size, the faster the generation. We have the video input here. We have point editor. We have the circular points here. We move them to select the subject so that it later masks it for replacement. You can move the green to what you want to mask or select, and the red to what you want to avoid. So I place the green, of course, on top of the subject. We have a node for our reference image over here. We have our models set up. We're using WAN Animate 14B and our WAN 2.1 VA. We also have our Relight LoRa. We have the prompt section, our sampler, and the output that consists of the source image, the source video, the open post skeleton, the tracked face, and the final replaced video. Now let's run it and see what happens. I'm just going to hit run here. As you see, it selected the subject correctly based on what we pointed before. So that means that our replacement will take place. So the video will generate correctly. But be careful though, this is a very important step. Take a look at where your green circle in the point editor is at all time. Because for the longest time mine was selecting the window, which was doing nothing to the subject, and it looked like this. Let me show you. Let's pretend like the green point is lost, because most of the time will be. Since you're uploading a new video, it will not know where the subject is. You have to place it manually. So let's suppose that this was lost and this was pointing to the window, and I forgot about this, right? I would normally just run it. I would just go to the prompt. I'll add the prompt, and this is what it would do. It would select the window, and I had no clue. I was like, why is the generation not actually working to replace me with my source image? Until I paid attention to the selection mask. The selection mask was selecting a completely different subject. So if the selection mask is correct and it's targeting the correct subject, everything should work. So let's drop in an image. I will choose this one. I'm going to change the prompt accordingly. I'm going to say a man talking to the camera as he is sitting in the back of the car. I'm going to hit generate. We're going to wait about 8 minutes. Boom! This is what we get. So I'm trying WAN Animate and I'm trying to replace myself with a different character. Take a look at this. What do you guys think? Did a pretty decent job. Now, I will not get into a lot of details here. For every video that you want to edit, you would need to adjust the settings accordingly to get desirable results. But as I said, I have a full free guide in the description on how to run it and install WAN Animate locally for free, and also on Runopod with all the shell scripts and the custom nodes that you might need. So take a look at that. If you've read it, if you're struggling to figure it out, I do have a community where I offer technical support, and my team members will jump on a live Zoom call with you to help you set it up. And we have more than 20 ComfyUI workflows that we have curated for you, including this one that my team will install or help install for you in real time. So if you want to take your skills to the next level and start to not be scared about open source and code, grab a seat in the community. We will do our best to serve you, because right support is all you need. Everything else is intuitive. We also have weekly calls where we chat everything about AI. Now, this, my friend, is how to use WAN Animate. I implore you to use this wisely and actually create meaningful content. Deepfakes, AI slop, yeah, those are cool, but it ends there. There are so many better things and impactful things you can do, you can build with this tech, if you are thinking about it in the right way. I've just showed you the tip of the iceberg. I appreciate you being here, friend, and spending time with me today. And if you want to support me in what I do, head over to Enhancor.ai, grab a subscription, use the tools, and give me all the feedback you have. Build it alone, and this product means a lot to me because it has quite literally changed my life, and I could have not done it without you. We're adding live chat support for you to speak to a real human that can actually help in real time. And I'm so excited about that. Thank you for being here, friend. I hope that you learned something new today. And if you did, hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notifications. But something that I really want you to remember before you go about your day is that the real magic of AI is not what it can do for you, but how it empowers you to do what you've always wanted, to create without limits. This is Sirio.